Okay, we are live on Facebook. We want to welcome you. Please feel free to share our live as we have a lot of information for you. So tell your friends and your relatives, your family that we are on, and we have a lot of information for the upcoming Black Friday and Christmas shopping season. So please feel free to share the live. We want to start in a few minutes. Remember that you can join us via our Facebook page, Consumer Affairs Division TNT. And if it is that you can't get us there, you can send us a message via Facebook Messenger, or you can contact us via our toll-free number 800-4277, or you can send an email to us, consumeraffairs@gov.tt. So share the live, and we're going to start in a few seconds. We'll just give it time to build up. You can also send your comments and your questions to those handles that I just outlined to you. consumeraffairs@gov.tt via our Facebook Messenger and Consumer Affairs Division TNT. Okay, so I'm going to start our exciting session. So today we are going to be speaking about Christmas and online shopping safety tips. And as consumers, we want that you exercise safe shopping habits when engaging in virtual or online shopping for the holidays. Our speaker today is somebody from in-house, from the Ministry of Trade and Industry Consumer Affairs Division, and her name is Ms Ann Marie Sawh. And today she will be going more in depth into our online and Christmas shopping tips ahead of the Black Friday and the Christmas shopping season. So we want you to listen very intently and very carefully. Take some notes, because there are some things that we as consumers don't know, and we need to be more digitally aware consumers when we go out there to shop. Remember, our Black Friday season, we go crazy sometimes, and we really want that when you go on there, you look for what might be a scam possibly, and what we're telling you what to look out for. So stay with us. If you have comments, questions, or anything like that, do it by our FB Messenger, our consumeraffairs@gov.tt email address, and we will answer as much questions as we can for the next hour or so. So stay with us, sit back and listen, and I will give way to our speaker for today, Mrs. Ann Marie Sawh, and she will be speaking to us for the next 30 to 40 minutes. So let's listen.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ann Marie Sawh. Today, I will be providing you with Christmas and online shopping tips. Let me share my screen to you, and we'll take it from there. Okay, let's start. Christmas shopping tips, online shopping tips. And we're into the presentation. It's advisable to make a budget and shopping list and stick to it. And try not to veer too much from that shopping list. In this season, there tend to be a lot of impulse shopping. So try to stick to that list. It's advisable to keep your receipt and packages at least for the length of the warranty, or for a reasonable time for clothing and accessories. For example, cell phones, laptops, small electronic items and accessories. Boxes of reasonable storage sizes, keep it for the length of the warranty. There are some suppliers that request it when you return the product. Ask about return policy. Should the gift item not fit? Now, in this season, we purchase gifts for persons. And for some reason or the other, we may want to return it, whether the person does not like the gift, it does not fit, so we would like to return it. However, before you purchase that particular gift, you ask the question, if I return this product, what will I get? What will I be entitled to? Based on their response, then we purchase. So after asking the question, and if the response is, well, in fact, you should ask the relevant question. If I return the product, will I get a refund? Will it be a full refund? Will I get a credit note? A full credit note? Will I be able to get an exchange? So you ask these relevant questions before you purchase the product to give us a gift. All right, moving on. It's advisable that we check and or test electronic items and gifts for defect before wrapping. Now, the product, the electronic item may have been tested during purchase, but it is advisable before you wrap it to check it again to ensure that it is in fact functioning. Do not sign for receiving items in good condition if you're unable to check it thoroughly in good lighting for physical damages. Now, it's getting late quicker in the afternoon, right? And when your item is delivered in the dark, you cannot identify damages. Now, keeping in mind that the warranty only covers the functionality of the item. Remember that, warranty covers the functionality of the item and not the physical damage. So before you sign that delivery note, which is in fact a contract, make sure that you are able to check the physical of your product before you accept it and sign that delivery note. Okay? Research the toys or gifts that you are intending to purchase to ensure that they are in fact age appropriate and or not hazardous to young children. So you do your online research. When you go to purchase the item, you also read the box to ensure that it is in fact age appropriate. Do not enter into hire purchase agreements if you will be unable to make a monthly or weekly repayment. So we purchased all these items. We enter a hire purchase agreement. In December, we purchased all these items. We want our home to look nice and presentable. But we don't think about what happens in January when we have to pay. So keeping in mind that you have to pay for the product. And if we are unable to, then you will have the bailiffs calling you and embarrassing you. You'll have arrears, you'll have additional interest accumulating on your credit rating. And there's also the extreme where the supplier may take legal action. So before you enter in that hire purchase agreement, think carefully before you venture. Moving on. Ask about after-sales service and technical support and warranties. Now, some suppliers may not be responsible for servicing the product which you purchase. They may have outsourced that service, or there are some agency out there that is responsible for providing that technical support. So you ask the question beforehand. Similarly, before you purchase, you also ask how much warranty you will get on the product. And then you venture into asking about the sales, the services, and the technical support for the product. You engage in comparative and bargaining shopping. So shop around before you make that final purchase, keeping in mind that you cannot If you purchase an item, let's say you enter a store, you purchase the item in the first store that you enter, and then you walk further down the road and there's another store with the same product that you have purchased, but the product is cheaper. You walk back up the road because you want to get back that refund, and then you would go and purchase the cheaper product. That cannot be. The legislation does not cover you for that. All right? Exercise caution with respect to items on sale or on special. When shopping and there's a sale item, you need to be careful. If there's a sign stating the reason for the sale and you still purchase it, then you will be responsible. However, if it's simply a sale, then keep in mind that a reduction in price is not a reduction in quality. Compare market and supermarket prices. On our Facebook page, we have supermarket prices. Now, every month, our division, our research division, collect supermarket prices from groceries around the country, and we publish it. So we put that there for you, the consumer. You wouldn't have to run around and waste gas and go from grocery to grocery to collect your prices. You just, at the click of the button, you go on our Facebook page and you would see prices from grocery to grocery, and you will be able to make, that is our, the way that we would, that's our assistance to you, the consumer, so that you can make that informed decision of where to shop and what is the price of particular items. Compare market. Now in the market, you can go on DevCo site and they publish their prices for market items. Check the expiry, manufacturing, and best before dates on food items, particularly branded items, to avoid purchasing products which, when consumed, may be harmful to your health. Now, sometimes when products are branded in a grocery, the expiry dates are printed to the inside of the branded product. So you need to be very vigilant and careful. You need to avoid some of these products. When you look at it and you don't see the best before dates in them, you need to be very careful, because some of these products, when consumed, may be harmful to your health. So be very vigilant, especially branded food items. All right, moving on. Christmas lights. We are in the Christmas season and we all purchase lights to light up our home, beautify our home. However, before we purchase, we need to check for the CEUL certification on the label. So we're looking at the CE marking. The CE marking is an electrical certification by an international body. The UL listing, which is an underwriter's laboratory in the US, have tested the product and proven that it meets the specific requirements for your use, the consumer, whether the lights are for indoors or outdoors. But you ensure that you check for that CEUL certification label before you purchase your Christmas lights. Moving on. We are now moving on to online shopping. So we are now in the era of technology. And due to this technological advancement, we are now able to shop online. This includes website or smartphone apps, emails, even text messaging. We have the social media, online auctions like TradeMe and eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. There are some advantages of shopping online. When you shop online, you have full access. As the stores are almost never closed, generally they're open 24/7. It saves you, the consumer, gas. Shoppers can shop in the comfort of their home. There are no parking issues. There are no face-to-face contact with salesperson, no annoying crowds, and no long lines for checkout. And now that we are out from the COVID period, during the COVID period, there was a lot of online shopping due to this no face-to-face contact. And although stores were closed physically, the online stores were still open. Now, having some advantages, there are also the disadvantages of online shopping. Online shoppers do not have that ability to physically inspect or try on the items being considered for purchase. So you may see a product online and it would be nice and glittery, but when it's delivered to you, it's bland. It doesn't have that glitter or the shape that you may have seen. Sometimes they indicate a size and you are accustomed to that particular size. But when it's delivered to you, it cannot fit simply because the material may not be as stretched as it claims, or it doesn't stretch to fit you accordingly. Sometimes you lose the power to negotiate the price and payment terms that may exist in local stores. Now, online shopping is your product, your price. You click, you pay what is advertised. Local stores, you visit, you have face-to-face negotiation. Online shoppers do not always know if a site is legitimate retail store, a legitimate retail store, and if it is safe to shop. Restocking and shipping costs are often charged on returns. And that's basically because of the distance. Now we have some benefits of shopping online locally. There's not a need to pay, you don't need to pay for shipping. Most stores give the option to either pick up the product in store or have them delivered at a minimal cost. Consumers can go to a store to touch and feel the product before they buy. Consumers can ask the store to price match a better price they found online. So you do comparative shopping online and then you visit the store and you discuss the matter with the supplier. There's the option of being able to return the item to the store if needed. Local online versus international online shopping. It's advisable that you calculate the final cost carefully, which would include the delivery fees, and keep in mind the current currency exchange rate. Exchanges, repairs, and refunds take longer and may be more difficult to negotiate. Import duties and restrictions may apply. There are some simple steps that can be taken to protect yourself while purchasing online. And it's very important. Research your websites before you buy. Make sure the payment method is secure. Keep an eye out for scammers or scams, as the case may be. Use familiar websites. Most importantly, and keeping in mind, look for the lock where the URL for a secure site starts with HTTPS HTTPS, where an icon of a padlock will appear. So you keep that in mind. HTTPS, and you would see an icon of a padlock. Create strong passwords and do your research and homework. Remember to avoid impulse shopping, especially with daily deal sites. Read online feedback, but remember this feedback may not be genuine. It's advisable to shop around, compare prices, terms and conditions. Work out the total cost, including any delivery charge, administrative fees, taxes, duty, or foreign exchange rate before you make the final decision on purchase. Ask about the return policy of courier service. Some do not ship back defective products. They only ship into Trinidad. You ask about the insurance. This insurance covers the damage during shipping. Now, the insurance may be a minimal amount. It depends on the product that you are shipping. There are some companies that have what we would refer to as a ceiling, a particular amount, a limit to the coverage. So based on the value of your item, there may be a limit to the coverage. So you need to ask, because there may be damages to your item if you are delivering a television, if you are ordering a television, for example. Ask about the insurance, ask about the limit to coverage before you venture into the service, all right? But keep in mind that an insurance is available for this courier service. Keep your personal data secure. Check the website's privacy policy. Check the customs website for prohibited imports. There are some things you can't import from overseas, so you check customs website. You monitor your children's access, as some businesses market directly to children. Kids are online a lot of the time, and there are businesses that use this opportunity to enter into the kids' online space. Hence the reason you monitor your kids' access. Avoid pyramid schemes, which are illegal. Watch out for things like chain letters, get-rich-quick schemes, and home-based employment opportunities. Just a few days ago, the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission indicated that Ponzi and pyramid-type schemes are illegal, and persons can be convicted, fined, or even imprisoned. Keep a record of all purchases and keep all receipts. For some reason or the other, receipts tend to fade. So it's advisable you either take a photocopy of that receipt or you take a picture and keep, especially for the period of your warranty. Use a credit card. Use a credit card if possible. It's more secure, and if there's problems, you might be able to ask for a chargeback. to reverse the payment. Be wary of offers that appear too good to be true. Oh boy. Right. And in closing, the acronym present will be used to summarize the information presented today. P, preserve your receipt. And you preserve your receipt by taking a photocopy or a picture. R, research your products before you purchase. E, examine the products for physical damage before you sign the delivery note. And that delivery note is a contract stating that you have received the product in good physical condition. So keep that in mind. S, sale. A reduction in cost is not a reduction in quality, and it still entitles you, the consumer, to redress. E, ensure the brand name and the description of the item is used on the receipt. The product is written and described on the receipt. N, never leave the store without your receipts. Also, ensure that you get your warranties in writing. Don't let it be a word of mouth, because there is the possibility if they tell you 3 months and you return just after 3 months, it may change and they will say, no, I did not tell you 3 months. Sorry, if they tell you 3 months and you return, they may tell you, no, I told you 6 months, 6 weeks, sorry, and you had returned on the 8th week. And they will tell you, no, I did not tell you 3 months, I told you 6 weeks. So keep in mind, your receipt, your warranty must be collected, must be in writing and presented to you before you leave the store. T, test all electronic items, inclusive of toys, for a reasonable time before purchasing. Also, I'm going to include into this items that you purchase with a warranty. Now, keeping in mind, warranties, your warranty starts from the day of purchase. And if you purchase your product, yes, you may go to the store and you would see we have Black Friday sale coming up, and you would see all the sales, and it's too good to be true. You buy the electronic item, you take it home and you put it down. No, you put it down and your warranty is running. So it's advisable from the time you receive your item physically, you start using it, because your warranty is running. Do not put it down. Utilize it, especially for the period of your warranty. And we have reached the end. So to contact the Consumer Affairs Division, you can call us at our toll-free hotline, which is 800-4277. You have a question, you have a complaint or comment, you can email us at consumeraffairs@gov.tt. You can like us on Facebook at Consumer Affairs TT. We've now reached the end of our presentation, and I hand you over to Mrs. Eva Bullard.
So that was excellent. And it was a lot of information. And I don't know how many of you have been writing things down, but I have been writing because it's a lot. And then there's some things we do go overboard with, particularly with impulse buying. And I don't know, I mean, sometimes some of the things are so nice, and with the Black Friday sales, they've got a set of items banded into one, and if you buy it, it's $50 and you get free shipping and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yes, we will take it under advisement, but sometimes we tend to go overboard. So this has been really, really timely information, and I hope you take it under advisement and you are a vigilant, digitally aware consumer. Now, I see that we have some questions, and I want Ms. Sawh to come back on. I don't want her to go away because we have some questions from some persons here who've emailed us. So Ms. Sawh, could you stay with us, please? I have a question from Rose Irie Village. I think that's in South. And she wants to know what are some of the red flags that would make her know if a site is not safe. So I know you mentioned some things that we should look out for. So could you enlighten Rose from Irie Village? She wants to know what are some of the things. So what if it is that I go up to a website to shop, what it is that I should look out for, if it is there's something that would give me an indication that a site is not safe to shop.
What you need to look out for, you look for the lock where the URL for a site, a secure site, starts with HTTPS, where an icon, remember, an icon of a padlock will appear. So you start with, you go to the secure, you look at the site, and you start with HTTPS, not just HTTP. And you look for that icon of a padlock.
I'm not seeing you, Ms. Sawh. Is your camera? I'm not seeing you. Sorry.
But you're hearing me?
Yes, I just not the camera not on, so I'm not seeing you. I'm sorry, just I forgot to tell you. Okay, so that's that. So the icon is missing. The icon, if the icon is missing, then don't chop the padlock icon. Yes.
Right.
Okay. So Rose from Irie Village, she's saying that if the padlock is missing, that's a red flag that you should look up for. It means potentially that the site may not be safe to shop. All right, so Rose, I hope we have answered your question. And we have another one, Candice, who wants to know if she can use her links or credit card receipt if her receipt is faded or lost. I know you had addressed something like that in the presentation. So Rose, or Candice, I'm sorry, Candice from San Rafael wants to know if she can use that if it is that she's lost her receipt, to go back to the supplier, probably, if it is that she wants to return a gift or whatever.
All right, so now these receipts, the credit card receipts and your link receipt, it does not have a description of the item.
Okay.
Some may just have the amount, as the case may be. So
Okay.
it's advisable to visit the store with the receipt and have a discussion with the supplier.
Okay.
Try to negotiate. All right?
Okay. All right. So, but she can't, but normally the receipt is required. But if you don't have it, you can still go and try to negotiate.
Yes, you can.
All right.
All right?
Okay. And I have two more. So I hope just two more. All right. So Martin from Guapo Village asks, can I, again, a next return question, can I return an unwanted gift? And I think you addressed something like that. So I think it's along that line. Can I return an unwanted gift or a gift that is too big or too small to the store after purchase?
Yes, within my presentation, I did mention it was a point that consumers keep in mind before you purchase. Now we purchase items. We're in the season where we're purchasing gifts. So when we purchase a gift for a person and we are not sure, we ask the question before we purchase. If I return the product, what will I get? Will I get a refund? Will it be a full refund? Will I get a credit note or an exchange? Would it be subjected to deduction? So you ask these questions before you make that purchase. And you keep in mind, you keep the person name. Well, whoever answered the question, you keep their name. So when you return, you ask for that person because that person is representing the company. Okay?
Yeah. All right, so that's Martin. I hope we answered your questions. Again, if it is that there's something that you're still not clear about in the answer that we gave you, you can send an email to us, consumeraffairs@gov.tt, and we will try to make it clearer for you. All right, we have one more, I think, yeah, not seeing any more sent. One more, Lucia from Boykato. I think Boykato is somewhere near Las Lomas to the back of the airport. She wants to know where we can get more information if it is that she wants the Consumer Affairs Division to do a presentation for her at her church.
All right. So you can contact us via our toll-free number at 800-4277. You can email us at consumeraffairs@gov.tt, or you can like us on Facebook at Consumer Affairs TT to request any information that you may want. Okay?
Excellent. So thank you for your comments and for your questions. It has been a very informative session, and I know it's a lot to take in. But again, she didn't give the information. If it is that you needed to get more information, use our emails, message us on Facebook via Facebook Messenger, and we will try to assist as best as we can. Now, I have some exciting information for you. So we have been doing the Facebook monthly series from the beginning of this year. And so for our last installment in December, we will be doing giveaway. So if you have been listening intently to all of our Facebook lives, we would like to have a giveaway. We want to give away 4 hampers to our listening audience. For those who have been listening for all our sessions, our Consumer Talk monthly series from January till November, we are going to be also going back on our ATPO, rights, responsibilities, our handyman, and recapping our Christmas shopping tips. So we want you to go back into, if it is that you've missed anything, you can go back on our Facebook page and read up, because we'll be giving away 4 hampers and we'll be asking questions about all that we had, all the Consumer Talk monthly series that we had from January until November. So you go back, you read up so that you can win one of our lovely hampers. So tune in to our next and our last installment for 2022, which is in December, date to be announced, and we will be giving away those hampers to 4 lucky persons. So you have the Facebook Messenger, you have email, you have our Consumer Affairs Division's Facebook page to message us when we have put the questions out there. So go back, do your homework, so when we come, you will be prepared and you'll be able to win one of our hampers. So just remember and bear that in mind, do your homework and go back and you'll win the hamper. So we all have been an excellent, wonderful audience today, and we thank you for tuning in to us. Just a reminder, we have our toll-free number, 800-4277, during the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:15 p.m. You can call us if it is you have a query. Again, the phone call is free and you can call us and we will try to assist. If it is that you don't have that access and you have access to email, consumeraffairs@gov.tt, send us a message. And if it is that there's a query, we will try to answer to the best of our abilities. We thank you for tuning in to our Facebook monthly talk today. We look forward to seeing you in our last installment. Remember to tune in, tell your friends, tell your family members that there's a chance for you to win a hamper in our next installment. So you can go back in all our Facebook monthly series for the year and look to see what we did, because we'll be asking questions based on those presentations. So thank you for tuning in with us today. You'll have been an excellent audience. Remember, Black Friday is coming up. So go back, don't impulse shop. Remember present. Go back and see what it is Mrs. Sawh spoke about, and put on your armor when you're going. And remember that you still have to pay for stuff that you bought if it is that you went into higher purchase arrangement. All right, so thank you for tuning in with us and have a wonderful day. I have been your host and moderator, Mrs. Eva Ballard Noel. Have a wonderful lunch. Bye, everybody.